Buenos dias, Sparrows. Let's going to continue with our maths learning. We were looking at measurements. We were just focusing on measuring weight, don't we? So we saw that there are two ways, there are more, but we were focusing on two ways of measuring mass, yeah? We were looking at grams yesterday, and the day before we looked at kilograms. Now, there is one that I use, one unit, yeah, that I use for things heavier, yeah, and the other one for things a little bit lighter. So, for instance, if I have, sorry for my drawing, I haven't got one here, one paper clip, yeah, if I have one paper clip is more or less 1 gram. And I will need a box of 1,000 paper clips, 1,000 paper clips to make 1 kilo. So I will need, if I have, I don't know, one fusilli, that pasta that I showed you yesterday, and one of them weighed 1 gram, yeah, I am going to need, that is 1 gram, I am going to need 1,000 grams to make 1 gram. I'm going to need 1,000 grams to make 1 kilogram. Okay, so that makes you think that actually you can choose what unit will you use to measure stuff. For example, if I said to you that I'm going to measure paper, yeah? What unit will you use? You think that paper is going to be heavy or not that heavy, light, quite light? Yeah, so I will use grams for weight paper, okay? For measuring the weight of paper. What about if I said to you then, oh, a glove? Will you use grams or will you use kilograms? It's a little bit heavy. I will use kilograms as well. So you can choose what do you want to use, okay? What unit. If I give you, for example, a pineapple, what will you use? Will you use grams or kilograms? I will use kilograms, yeah, a bit heavy. What about if I choose you, oh my pineapple is going to end up in the floor in a minute. What about if I gave you, have a think, a chocolate? What will you use if I give you a chocolate? Grams or kilograms? What unit will you use to weight it? Yeah, I will use as well grams, not too heavy, is it? Okay, what about if I give you a mango? Mango. Grams or kilograms? I will use grams. But what about if I have a bag with 5 mangoes? Because mangoes are heavy, a little bit heavy. If I have a bag with 5 mangoes. That's right, kilograms. Okay, what about now if I have fruit? I have a grape. Yes, a grape. What will you use for a grape? Grams or kilograms? I will use grams. That's lighter, isn't it? It's similar, like one paper clip. And I will need maybe 1,000 grapes to make 1 kilo. Okay, what about now if I go next door and get Mrs. Kinton's dog, the doggy, Mooch? Are you going to weigh much with grams or with kilograms? A little bit heavy. It's not a big dog, but a little bit heavy. I cannot just pick it that easily, can I? So it is kilograms, the unit that I will use as well. I don't know what else. What about then if I give you this? What will you use? Grams or kilograms? You think that heavy? No, it's not that heavy, so I will use grams as well. Okay, now the tricky bit of this is that sometimes you can get confused, because sometimes you can think that because of the size, that kilograms and grams is related with the size of something that we are weighing, when actually mass is not the size or the weight in it. It is the material, how much and how heavy the material is. So it doesn't matter that it is bigger or it is smaller, it's more about the material. So for instance, let's have a good think of a ball, a bowling ball, and have a think as well of a basketball. They are the same size, aren't they? So if I have a bowling ball that I haven't got any here, or a basketball, they are the same size. But do you think then, do they weigh the same? Absolutely no. Why is that? Because one is all material, yeah, it has loads of matter, and the other one is empty inside, is filled with air. So of course my basketball is going to be lighter than my bowling ball. But they are the same size, so you cannot think that because something is bigger, it is going to be heavier. Okay, let me show you something. Sometimes it's as well about the material. So I have this bowl, yeah, plastic bowl, and I have this other one. Yeah? Which one is bigger? Absolutely, this bowl is bigger than this other one. But which one do you think that is heavier? Both are filled with air at the moment. They haven't got anything. There's nothing in it. But which one do you think that is heavier? This one. Well done. So my white bowl will be heavier than my pink one, when actually this one is tinier, it's smaller. But the material that is being used is heavier than plastic, than this thin plastic. Okay, so it's not always about the size of the object that you are weighing. It can be just because of what material is used. Now let me show you another example. If I get a pen, shall I use a pen? Yeah, no, let's say no. If I use, this is more exciting. If I show you this Easter egg, okay, and I show you these packets of Kleenex, what do you think that is going to be heavier? This one is smaller. This one is filled with cream. So what do you think that is going to be heavier? My small egg. My small egg is quite heavy actually. I need to eat it because I think that there is a lot of chocolate and cream in there. So this is heavier than my big pack of Kleenex because it's just thin paper inside. So the material is less heavy. It's lighter than my chocolate and the cream that it has inside. Okay, so you can think of that. You can think as well of the same with this paper. It's bigger than the egg, but actually the egg is going to be heavier. So that's just for you to have a think of objects that not because they are bigger, they are going to be heavier. A balloon, when you blow a balloon, they are quite big, aren't they? Are they heavy? Is it a balloon bigger than my mango? It is. If you blow it really big, it is bigger. Is it heavier than my mango? No, it's not, because it is filled with air and my mango isn't. It's not empty inside. It's all mass inside, matter. Okay? Right, so it's just that. So if you want, you can go to your kitchen or around your house and find objects that are smaller than other ones, but actually they are heavier. And you can write it. So if you go around your house, not yet, wait. If you go around your house and then you find two objects that are smaller and comparing it with another one bigger are heavier, just please write them down and then I can see what is it in your house that is heavier, small and heavy. Okay, now keep remembering that if gram, for example, is what one grape weighs or one paper clip weights, I will need a bag or a box with 1,000 of them, 1,000 grams to make 1 kilo. So I use kilo for things heavier, much heavier than objects or things that you use grams for. Okay, right, that's it for today. Your work today is going to need to try to estimate, to think, what will you use? Will you use grams or will you use kilograms? Right? So remember to find two objects and comparing them with bigger ones that are heavier, the smaller ones, and go and do your work. If you need any help, just let me know. Adios!